looking around at what we have and what little number we have, it is a blessing.
Yeah.
That's right.
This could be the last time that we all gather in this manner with the people we got. And life is precious, and the blink of an eye can end.
Amen. Never know.
You know, death, it doesn't discriminate here this morning. Whether you're young, you can be old, you could be somewhere in the middle. You could be sick and you may not be sick. But I'm awful thankful here this morning that in a time when I was real sick with sin, when I was sick with sin and I couldn't do anything about myself,
Amen.
there was a physician that came a little over
That's
2,000 years ago.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
Do what we need to.
Oh, and he left the cure for me, brother.
That's it.
And it wasn't in no lab somewhere. You know, it wasn't one of those take one of these and call me in the morning. No, it was
No.
That's right. Wasn't that kind of sickness, was it?
my Lord came and he gave me a way when I couldn't make a way myself. You know, I believe that short, that small, that narrow path,
Amen.
I believe it was there before my Lord. He just came and he cleared the brush
Sure
out
did.
the way.
Yes.
He came and he cleared it for us.
He gave us a way.
And you know, I like to maybe get out of my comfort zone just for a moment of time. You know, I come to find that that's when the Lord will truly bless us here.
Yep.
Getting out of our
Out on faith.
comfort zones. Listen,
Obedient.
you know, I'm so glad here this morning that we've had Sister Carol come into the church, and I hope that you'll pray for her here this
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah. Bless her,
She's
Lord.
came and she brought us a few people to reach out to.
Yeah.
Let us get out of our comfort zone for a little bit.
That's right. Work.
We've been
And
praying
you
for
know, the morning that Chris and Jeremy went walking out here in Mount Airy handing out little flyers,
Yeah.
Yep.
listen, for a little event we were having. I wasn't with them that morning. I'm not sure where I was. You know, but if I would have been here, I definitely would have been out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were.
But look what it gave us here
Yeah,
this
buddy.
morning.
Yeah.
We had 2 new people come out to church and ended up joining the church.
Yeah.
Listen, stepping out of your comfort zone here
Yeah.
for a
Yeah,
moment
yeah.
of time.
Take Jesus'
Listen,
hand.
I'm not the kind of person that likes to be out speaking in front of everybody. You know, I could have very easily kept my seat here this morning.
Yeah.
And you know, if they would have used me last Sunday, I probably would have fought tooth and nail not to get up here this morning. I could have said, well, you used me last Sunday, but I knew coming here this morning that
Yeah.
I had no choice but to stand up here. And you know, that's a fearful thing because I haven't been preaching as long as these other brothers. I'm young compared to them. And listen, I'm ignorant compared to these brothers. I'm the least of everyone up here. But you know, listen, my Lord, He blessed me a long time ago. Now, all I had to do was step out of my comfort zone. When the Lord started working on me, I would sit in that little church house in Kentucky, fighting back tears, fighting back every emotion I had, because when they would open those church doors, my legs, they started to shake. I couldn't stand up straight. I would go to bed at night, and I would be terrified that I wouldn't open my eyes. The next morning, I got so bad, and I was so out of my comfort zone. I had to call Brother Chris, and let me tell you, that's not a conversation I wanted to have. I didn't want to talk to him. I said, but I need your help. You know, I went down on my face in the coal mines and cried out, and when I came up, I felt brand new. But I was still scared to death, and I was afraid when they opened those church doors to get off my seat. What will people think of me when I stand up there and I just cry? See, I'm weak here this morning. I'm awful weak, but in my Lord I can find some strength,
Yeah, that's it.
You know,
That's my
and that
perfection of it.
morning when Brother Chris, he was closing out the service
Yeah.
up there in Kentucky and told the church that I would like to give my hand. And even when he said that, I didn't move.
Yeah.
I cried that whole service. And he had to come
Yeah.
over and he had to take my
Grab
hand
you.
and pick my big old body up off those pews. And I just stood there with my head down and I cried. And I cried
That's right.
because you
Still clinging
it's
to
hard
nature.
to
Yes.
describe it to
That's
this
right.
whole world. The
That
feeling I
warfare.
get
Don't let
the
you
Lord
go.
blesses me.
Right, yeah.
Don't let you go.
Listen, you know when the Lord begins to move in, how you can
Fear
feel it
moves out.
in your chest. You want to smile and you don't even
Yeah.
have a reason to.
That's right. That's
listen,
right.
You
Deep
want to
down.
smile
Yeah.
and you want to cry
Yeah.
and you don't know why.
Tears
The
of
hairs
joy.
on your arms to stand up,
Yeah.
brother, and it gives you
Yeah.
a little bit of faith.
It'll
It
give you
charges your
confidence.
batteries just for a
It is
moment,
my
so you can make it through another week.
Yeah.
I think I get to about an hour after I leave here on Sunday, and I'm already needing to come back.
Yeah, me too.
I need my Lord here this
Yeah.
morning, and we need each other now more than
That's
we've ever needed anything else in this world. I need my brothers and sisters to
Yeah.
keep me strong,
I do too.
and especially the things I've seen this
Safety,
past
the
week. We need the Lord's people here this
Yeah.
morning.
Yes, we do.
I'm
We need 'em all.
afraid to go to that funeral here tonight because I don't know what they're going to say. I don't know if there'll be a preacher. I don't know what's going to happen. But that girl, listen, Rachel, had told me she went by a bad wreck there on 52 Friday. I didn't think a whole lot of it, brother. It's been a long time since I've lost somebody that I knew. Had no idea, but she said it was so bad that she just had to pray. And she said she cried a little bit. And then when I seen the pictures on the internet there, they had the crash site. You couldn't tell that it was an SUV underneath that thing. Well, all I thought to myself was that person probably had no idea that they were leaving. Listen, they left this world and probably didn't even realize that. I'm not sure how the whole thing happened, but I got to work Friday. And there was a sign on every entrance in there saying we had a meeting in the auditorium over there at 4 o'clock. And you know the world we live in with an economy that's up and down. When I seen that, I thought to myself, oh no, maybe this is something bad. This is very unusual for us to shut down production for anything. I'm telling you, when it snows here in North Carolina and these little cities shut down over an inch of snow, it could be 5 inches of snow. RJ Reynolds is still running production. You better find a way to get there. But we were shutting it down for some reason, and I had no idea why. And I ran into one of my co-workers, one of my other counterparts, and I said, what is going on? I could see a look on his face that he wasn't very happy. He wasn't in high spirits, and he said, Carrie died this morning. She got in a car wreck. She was a young girl, and I thought to myself, she's got a 5-year-old daughter. Listen, she had just been on vacation because, and not many people knew, she told a few of us, but she didn't want to broadcast it. She had to go down to where she was from in Puerto Rico to bury her father. Had just lost her dad there. Listen, and she was a good Christian girl. I'm telling you, brother, she would come into my office every day, and you know this to be true. If you know me, she would stop by my desk and she'd say, you need to smile. You don't smile enough. It was Halloween, and people came into work, and she had wore a scarf and all these little Harry Potter things, I believe. And she had a little wand, and she stood in front of my desk, and she cast a spell on me. She was just playing around, asking me if I knew what it was. And she was showing me pictures the next day of her and her little girl out there on Halloween. You think you got problems?
Lord.
this
That's
morning.
right.
You think that
Where
you
would you
have
be without
issues.
God?
You want to tell me about your problems. Your problems don't amount to nothing here this morning. I'm telling you, there are real problems out here.
That's
Everyone
right.
in this
Yep.
room
Yep.
this
Need the
morning is
Lord.
blessed. I
Yeah,
just
that's
went
your
through a
problem.
Thanksgiving with my whole family.
Yeah.
I was scared to death when I left work Friday.
Yeah.
I've never paid more attention to that road than that moment
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I was
Been
afraid
there.
that I wouldn't
Take it
make
for
it
granted.
home.
Yeah, been there.
Thanksgiving was the next day.
Yeah, yeah.
I was going to gather with my family. I'd heard Lisa and Leon were in. I had my babies there at home. And I know there's one baby out there in Kernersville whose mommy is never coming back home.
Lord.
And you know, that's heartbreaking to think about, brother.
Yeah.
Listen,
right.
and up Friday, I had people in my office all day long, but all I could think about was Sister Lillian and Sister Carol. I had to get out of my comfort zone for a moment
Yeah.
because I knew these people needed something more than just kind words.
That's right.
They needed a man named Jesus.
That's right.
And I didn't
That's
say
right.
you could come to
Comforter.
my room
Yes.
and mourn. I told them my office is open if you want to come in
Yeah.
and maybe we can hold prayer.
Yeah.
I'd say
There you
kind of
go.
encouragement
There you go,
need.
Mark. That's
You
right.
need to know that Carrie, she was a good Christian
Yeah, Lord.
woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Know
you
where she
know, she had a good Christian family. And that Monday, I had just seen her when she got back from Puerto Rico. She comes into my office. She wasn't crying. She didn't look sad. You could tell that all that pain from her father,
Yeah.
she was holding it down deep.
Yeah.
And she just stood there at my desk and she said, "Don't worry about it." I was telling her, "I'm sorry for your loss." She said, "Don't worry about it. I'm going to see him again one
Yeah.
day."
Yeah.
Listen, that's the
Yeah.
good news here
That's
this
right.
morning. While
That's
everybody is mourning, saying that she didn't deserve death. No, she didn't deserve life. Listen, none
That's
of us
right.
deserve it
But
here
Jesus
this morning.
gave it to us. That's
But
right.
do you know that
Yeah.
she was just telling me she's going to see her dad again?
Yeah.
And it wasn't
Yeah.
very long
Yeah.
that without a
this
doubt in my
world.
mind, I believe that she's with her daddy
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, right.
And listen, she had some problems there.
Yeah.
Listen, but I'm telling you, she don't have them anymore.
Yeah.
Those problems
Lay
are
those
gone.
down.
Listen,
That's right.
you think you got problems here this morning?
Yeah.
Let me tell you what a problem was. We have, you can pick up your
Yeah.
Bible and you can start at the very
Yeah.
beginning when God
Yeah.
was working with Adam and Eve there. Listen, He gave them everything.
Yeah,
He's
everything.
given you
Yeah.
everything. But what do you choose to do with it? He gave you free will, which is a beautiful thing here this
Yes, it
morning.
is.
But
Choose
Adam
the
and
Lord.
Eve, they
Choose
chose
this
a
day.
different way. When they had two
Force
boys,
anybody.
Cain and Abel,
Yeah.
Cain was jealous of Abel and
Yeah.
slew
Yeah.
his own brother. He had no reason to. That's what we
That's
are
right.
here this morning.
Yeah, we're evil.
But that was the
Flesh.
problem. Men are the problem
Yes.
here. Mankind is the problem of this world. But 2,000 years ago, my Lord stepped off a throne of glory to come down here and hang upon a cross
Amen.
and shed His blood that maybe one day you can take that free will of yours and you can put it to where you can put it to good use.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
That's right.
Put it to a little bit of
Yes.
good use.
Yeah.
A little bit goes a
Let
long
that
way.
light shine.
And that's why I say here this morning, we need God's people.
Good part. That's right.
I've seen it. Had a little woman come in there, a little security guard. She was probably the worst out of everyone in there. She sat there at the front gate. We have security at every entrance to this building and every entrance to the property. And I'm telling you, this girl, she wasn't stopping there talking to the security guard often. She had work to do just like I do. We say hi to them as we're going by. They'll say, "Hello, Mr. Newsome," whatever it is. But Carrie was one of those people that I couldn't be, you know. Always stopping to make sure she's always brightening somebody's day. And that makes me feel bad about myself. It really
Work on
does.
it.
She's the kind of person that just made me feel bad. Not because anything she done, because she done things better than I do and things that I should do. But she was so infectious with that light she would shine that everybody that knew her, everybody was mourning Riley. Everybody's going to mourn tomorrow. When we left 13 Bones the other night on the way out, I ran into a girl named Mary Stanley. And that was one of Carrie's direct reports. And I just hugged her and I said, "Are you doing okay?" She wasn't there Friday when she had heard the news. She had planned on coming in, and then she just went ahead and took a day she couldn't handle it. And that's understandable.
Oh, yeah.
I asked her how she's doing. She said, "As good as I can." And I mean, she immediately started tearing up. And I'm like, "Well, I'm going to quit talking about it and just let you enjoy your meal." We do not deserve everything the Lord has given us here this morning.
Oh, Lord.
That's right. Take advantage of it.
And you know,
With every breath.
she had no idea that morning. She was on her way to work. She had no idea that she wouldn't make it there.
That's right.
It's bothered me. It really has.
Yeah.
Yes, it's on all of it.
I want to go to heaven.
Yeah.
I do. But you know, maybe I'm selfish. I want to live as long as I can.
Oh, yeah.
And the only reason I
Raise
do
your
is
kids.
because I've got 3 little ones.
That's right. You want to raise your kids.
I looked around last Sunday at all these brothers up here, and then I looked at our wives.
Yeah.
You better believe you're blessed here.
Amen,
this morning.
brother.
Right.
Look at me and then look at Rachel. That probably shouldn't happen. I'm blessed here this morning. Look at you, Larry.
Yeah.
Look at you, Larry. Look at you, Brandon. I was looking at.
Yeah.
We're blessed here this morning, but not only
Yes,
just because
we
they're
are.
pretty women, because they serve the same God.
That's
Amen.
right.
I see a
That's
lot
what
of
it's about.
couples out
That's
here.
what
Listen,
it's about.
their one will go to
Help
church
me.
and the other won't. I don't understand how it works.
Yeah,
Because the
I know
best
that.
parts of me, the best parts about me being a husband or being a father, they come from that guidance that I find in the scriptures.
Yeah.
Yes.
Listen, Christ asked, listen, that we love our wives the way that He loves the church.
Amen.
Yeah.
Gave himself for
It's
it.
what was written, you know.
Yep.
We should all love one another.
That's right.
God is love.
We don't know what moment will be our last. And you know, it don't have to be scary.
That's right.
Because your faith can be made whole in that moment in death.
Yep.
I believe if you're a child of God here this morning, there's no sting there.
That's right. Lost that.
Because I serve a man here this morning. I serve a God, listen, that conquered death.
Amen. Yes,
And He's gone away to prepare a place. I truly believe it.
Yeah.
And I believe here this morning that Carrie and her dad, they're there.
One of these
And
days,
they
see
can
him
meet.
stand with open arms.
Yeah.
They can meet all those that went before me that I have nothing but full confidence in.
Yeah.
I'm going to get out of the way.
Well done.
I'm getting a little long-winded. Let one of these brothers
You're
go.
good, brother.
And I hope that you'll continue to pray. Pray for Sister Carol. Pray for this little church.
Yeah.
Pray for these brothers. That maybe they can say something to get me through another word. Another way.
Yeah. That's right.
You brothers, come on.